Alright folks, welcome back to Duty's Daggers. I got a smile on my face because it's time to do a cut test with my brand new Reeve Sebenza 31 in Magnacut. So if you watched my unboxing this morning, there was a little bit of confusion with the blade steel. I ordered this from a new website I had never heard of called Castle Gate. I checked to make sure they were on Chris Reeve's list of authorized dealers, and they were, so I felt comfortable ordering from them. On the listing, it said that it was S45VN blade steel. When I got this in the mail and looked at the certificate of authenticity, it said Magnacut. So I said, okay, I guess it's Magnacut, but just to make sure, I sent them an email, and they said, yes, it is in fact Magnacut. Apparently they had a few boxes of both, and they just sent me a Magnacut one. It was kind of weird. He said on their website they don't differentiate between the blade steels for some weird reason. Who knows? But regardless, I'm fine with it. I had been fine with S45VN instead of Magnacut when I thought I was getting S45VN because I don't really care too much about corrosion resistance. I don't need to worry about that where I live and what I do. And S45VN has slightly better edge retention than Magnacut. Slightly. It's only like half a point on Laren Thomas's charts. But I'm fine with Magnacut. So now it's stainless. Don't have to worry about anything corroding. And I hear that they do a really good job with their Magnacut. So let's. I cannot wait to cut test this thing. I cannot wait. I don't think it's going to be crazy slicey, but it's definitely going to slice well. The measurement behind the edge is 19 thousandths, so not crazy thin, but not overly thick either. And we have the hollow grind, which is really going to help slicing. So let's get out and do it. All right, let's get this freaking show on the road. So freaking excited to see how this baby cuts. This is the factory edge, and it's real nice. Really, really nice. I haven't even stropped it, actually, at all. This is straight up factory. Really nice and sharp. They even tell you on the COA that, what angle they sharpen at. I think it said 18 or 20 degrees, I think. But that's kind of cool. So when you go to reprofile or resharpen, you know where to start at. Let's get it on. Regular thickness cardboard. I've heard some people say this is not a very slicey knife, but I beg to differ. It's not the sliciest, definitely, but it's plenty slicey for what I needed to do. Absolutely. I was surprised, actually. I was a little surprised at how easily it was cutting this stuff. This is single thickness cardboard, but for some reason it's like denser than most cardboard I use. I noticed that on the last cut test video. It was giving the knife a little bit of trouble. But man, yeah, the Sebenza here is really just gliding through it. This is against the grain too. So I'm really happy. This was kind of the main thing that I was really hoping for. Is just, I gotta have it slicey, man. I really don't enjoy carrying knives that don't slice well. It makes my life more difficult. I cut out a lot of templates, cardboard templates at work when I'm fabricating. I break down boxes. I cut through, a lot of rubber tubing and stuff like that. So I gotta have it slicey, baby. And it is. So I'm very happy. The measurement behind the edge is 19 thousandths. So not crazy thin, but not overly thick either. And the hollow grind really helps. It helps it slice. Let's do some utility cuts. This shouldn't be too bad, definitely it's not going to be as easy to do utility cuts as a sheep's foot or a Warncliffe or something like that. But as far as drop points go, this really ain't bad. You really don't have to raise your wrist up super uncomfortably high, as you see right here. So that's fine with me. If I was doing a lot of utility cutting, I would just grab my backup knife or a different knife, you know. Typically, if my primary carry knife is like a drop point with a little belly like this one, then my backup knife will always be a Wharncliffe, so that, you know, if I need to do some utility cutting, I just bust out that one. With the curvies, didn't do great. Left a little part uncut right there. But like I said, if I need to do something like that, I'll bust out the backup. But yeah, really not bad for a drop point at all. Interested to see how this Magnacut does. I haven't tested a whole crap ton of Magnacut. I've tested it a few times, but I haven't like really regularly carried Magnacut for an extended period of time yet. So I'm excited. You can see our edge is still real nice and sharp. Let's cut up this old leather glove. Oh, wait a minute. I almost cut up my nice new glove. That would have been annoying. Here's the old glove with holes in it. Let's roll this baby up, make some sushi. Oh yeah, another thing I was very happy to see. This pocket clip is great. It's not deep carry, but it really doesn't leave that much sticking out of your pocket. It's perfectly good for me. It gets over the seam on my Carhartt easily without, you know, needing two hands to get it over the pocket seam. So yeah, really, really good. It goes in and out of the pocket very easily, which is another thing I was hoping for that turned out to be perfectly good. Let's cut up some rubber tubing. I was using some of this yesterday on a project and I had a little bit left over. Let's see how it does. Kind of like a food prep style test. This is thick stuff too. Look at that. Thick rubber. But yeah, really no problem. Especially once you get that kind of rocking motion down. And that little bit of belly really helps for this kind of cutting, because you can kind of rock the knife along that edge and you know, cut as you're going. Real nice, baby. Real nice. Let's cut up some bungee cord. This is pretty easy for knives to get through, but you can really look at the cut and see how cleanly it's cutting. I'll show you it here in a second. So it's blasting through without an issue. It's biting it really nice. Let's try a little bit on the surface. If you don't have a good sharp edge, this stuff kind of just frays and does not really cut very cleanly. But check this out. Oh yeah, really clean cut. Very, very nice. Let's test our edge again. How's this Magnacut doing? Alright, yeah. We're still good to go, baby. Gosh, I've been saying baby too much in this video. I gotta stop. This is probably the most solid feeling folder I've ever experienced. It just feels unbelievably solid. I mean, not a hint of blade play whatsoever. No movement in any direction. It is just absolutely rock solid. Let's see if it gets through the strap. I felt like it should because we have the blade length, but we didn't make it all the way. Almost, about 7/8 of the way through. So real close. I'm not sure why. It's definitely sharp. It's got to be the blade shape. You know, we probably get toward the belly there and we end up slipping out. But that's fine. This is really wide strap, and all it takes is just another little cut and you're all the way through. So not a deal breaker for me whatsoever. And you'll see here at the end of the video, after a little bit of stropping, it goes all the way through really nicely. So let's get our paper again, see where we're at. Something a little slightly snaggy, but we're still really easily cutting the paper, so yeah, really nice. Really, really nice. It definitely, you know, dulled a little bit. It's not cutting as well as it was before, but I mean, it passes the paper test, faux show. Yeah, really, really good. Ergonomically, honestly, I didn't feel any hot spots. I thought maybe I'd feel the clip a little bit, maybe around the lock bar access cutout area, but nothing, man. Really, really nothing. Yeah, I didn't feel any hot spots. I wanted to cut a little bit more cardboard just to really show again how easily it's slicing. I mean, so easy, man. I'm real happy about that. That's against the grain. I'll go with the grain here in a second and you'll see, I mean, even easier. Blasting through it. So yeah, it's not going to be obviously as slicey as like a TRM shadow, but for being such a hard use, just, you know, beefy, big, durable knife, this is a slicer. Let's check our edge one more time before we go to the strop. And yeah, it's easily cutting paper, but we have dulled it a little bit. Come on, Kev. That's enough paper. Let's go to the strap, buddy. All right, 10 strokes per side. 10 strokes per side, then we flip it and we do 10 strokes per side on the suede side of the strap. And let's see how quickly this Magnacut comes back. I got a few comments on the unboxing video of this knife about the lanyard post hole dealio. In the unboxing video, I mentioned that without the lanyard in it, you can kind of hear it rattling in there a little bit because it is a free spinning post in there. Some people gave me some advice on fixes for that if I don't decide to put a leather lanyard on, which I might. I think this is a knife that looks good with a lanyard. One of the very few that I think that with, but we'll see. If not, a few people said put a drop of Loctite in there. Someone said like wrap some electrician's tape in there, I think it was. Someone said put a piece of paracord and then burn both ends and stick it in there. I don't know. So if you want to know, look in the comments. Look at that baby. Strapped back really, really nice. I said baby again, huh? Damn it. Strapped back very, 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 very nice. Honestly, it feels just as sharp as it was when we started, so really excellent. I'm impressed, man. You know, it slices better than I thought it would. No hot spots that I could tell, at least from this testing. And I was, you know, gripping the knife pretty hard going through the strap and the cardboard, so, well, not so much on the cardboard, definitely the strap. You know, it's smoother than, you know, people say hydraulic action, and it really is. I want to try the strap again now that we have a stropped edge, and I want to choke up this time. It seems to work better on the strap just because it seems to have more leverage. But check it out. Yeah, we went all the way through. Really easy. So if you have a nice freshly stropped edge, it'll go through this 2-inch strap easily. But yeah, overall, really impressed. You know, like I said, the most solid feeling folder I've ever felt. Really smooth hydraulic action when you roll it open. I mean, it's very satisfying to roll this thing open and to hear that really solid click as the lock bar slams over. So I can't wait to just keep using this thing and see how it does long term. I will definitely keep you guys updated. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Please like the video before you leave, and yeah, I love you. Make sure that you're entered into the TRM Atom giveaway because the drawing is happening this Saturday. Make sure you've done that. And yeah, adios.